great day to be on the campus of East Texas Baptist University. Beautiful day in East Texas, and thank you once again for clicking in at etbsports.com to listen in ETBU Extra each week at high noon. Of course, also we appreciate those who check us out later on the ETBU YouTube channel as well. Mike McKiff here as we continue talking Tiger athletics. Time now to talk tennis with the head coach of the Tiger tennis program here at ETBU, Jeff Bramlett. And Coach Bramlett, last week you had a tennis match against UT Tyler. Let's talk about the men's first before we talk about the ladies and the suspension and all that happens when something like that happens, because that's kind of unusual. So let's talk about the men. You lose to one of the top programs in East Texas in the nation, UT Tyler, by a 9-0 match. But what I was looking at the matches, it's not like it used to be. There's not many 6-0, 6-0s. You had a very competitive weekend, even though the score did not indicate that.
Yeah, it was actually a very competitive match. In the past, they used to beat us 9-0, and then they would not even bring their starters. But they actually brought all of their starters, which our guys were very excited that they did that, because we feel like that's a sign of respect, that they know they can't just show up and not bring the non-starters, because they know that they could end up losing the match if they do that now. And then if you look at the scorers, I mean, it's very competitive against Daniel Budd in the doubles. Budd's ranked I think top 23 in the country right now. Number one doubles, it was 8-5. Honestly, every scorer was even closer than what the score showed. It was 8-2 at number two doubles. Number three doubles was 8-3. And then against Budd at number one singles, I mean, it just went back and forth, 6-4, 6-3. With Connor at number two singles, the score didn't indicate it was 1-0, but that was a super close match. Dylan almost won the first set. It was 6-4, 6-1, and he actually played well enough that his opponent had to change his style of play to win that first set against Dylan. And so that's a sure sign of respect. Anytime someone has to change their style of play. Cody was 6-2, 6-3. And Ryan Pierce got his opponent so upset that he actually got a point penalty for throwing his racket. So I don't think we've ever had that happen against UT Tyler, against their men's team. That ended up being 6-3, 6-4, and then we were just outgunned at 6. But Reed played very well, and that was. So yeah, I was very proud. We knew it was just a super long shot to win that match. Our goal was honestly just to play as well as we could and come off the court feeling good about ourselves, because we knew our big matches were going to be this Friday against Ozarks and against Laterno. That's what we had our sights set on.
Now, Coach, the season is not going like you'd like for the men's team, but seeing how they compete against UT Tyler, as you evaluate, you got to say, wow, we're getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting there. I know we're a very, very young team. I knew that we were going to take our lumps along as the year progressed. Honestly, I knew we were going to be taking some losses this year. This was the time of the year where I was hoping these guys were going to develop and get better. I knew this match was going to be a learning experience. I mean, they had 4 coaches out there to Jeremy and I, and it was just, I knew it was going to be just very, very difficult and next to impossible for me to even get over there to those courts with us playing for the conference championship with the women's match, and a match that we had a chance to win. So I knew that this was going to be a learning experience for the guys, and hopefully one that they would learn from. And I'm hoping when we go back to play them next year, it's actually a match that we have a chance to win.
All right, let's move and talk about the men's opponent this weekend. You got Ozarks, which is a regularly scheduled match, 3 p.m. Friday. And then you've got a makeup match, the match that got ran against Laterno on Saturday morning at 9:30. Talk about what your Tigers will be facing as Ozarks and Laterno come to your home courts.
Yeah, I know. We got another makeup match yet again with Laterno on a Saturday, and that's a team that we beat for the first time last year, 8-1. The prior year they had beaten us 8-1, so that was a big turnaround. We were winning each doubles match, I think, probably about 4-1 in each doubles match before the rain delay. So, we're hoping that we can hold on to that and win all those matches and get off the courts and get the courts open for the boys, because the boys are going to need every court for that match, because we're going to have a lot of close matches in that, and probably in reality that's going to be for second place in the conference tournament. So we need the girls to take care of business. Ozarks, same type of thing. We actually pulled off an upset my first spring up here 3 springs ago. They I think took us lightly and didn't bring their number 3 and 4 girl up here, and we pulled off the upset out there with Shelby Sparks and Siobhan Newell out there at 5 and 6 girl singles and beat them 5-4 that day. And then last year we, I think, beat them 9-0 and then that was without Kate in the lineup. She had to go to her grandmother's funeral. So, it would look for a little bit of the same thing on the girls' side this year against the Ozarks. And then, and hopefully finish up strong today against UT Tyler with another rain makeup.
So let's talk about the women's side of the Tiger tennis program here at East Texas Baptist University. We visit with the head coach, Jeff Bramlett. And Coach Bramlett, you had a match against UT Tyler. It was the match of the century, so to speak, because UT Tyler, a perennial power in the ASC, but your ladies are fighting tooth and nail. You get into the match 4-3, but had to postpone, suspend it. Because of weather. Kind of talk about how that match was going up to the suspension.
Yeah, it was just sort of almost like the remake of Ben-Hur. I mean, it was an epic battle, so to speak. It just went back and forth. They got up on us 1-0, and then we tied it up 1-1, won the number one girls doubles, and then they went up 2-1. And then we tied it up 2-2, with Kayla Casey winning the number one girls singles, and then they went up 3-2. We tied it up 3-3, with Kate winning the three girls singles. Then they went up 4-3, and then we almost tied it up 4-4 with Malika at the number 6 girls singles, and she ironically went on when the doubles went on. We just looked ahead, saw that both the girls were available, decided to put them on, thought it would probably be a pretty long match, and thank goodness we did, because they started when the girls went on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then when we called the match, I think it was about 7:30 that night, 7:30 or 8 that night when we called the match, and they were still playing, and they hadn't finished 2 sets, so they'd been playing for over 4 hours and still had not finished the match. And Malika was starting to cramp in both legs. It had gotten it to the point where she had 2 match points to tie the dual match up 4-4, but just could not quite reel it in. So it was probably a blessing in disguise. As a matter of fact, we even when it started raining, we saw a rainbow off in the east sky there. So we thought maybe that was an omen from above. That maybe the big man upstairs was doing us a favor. But Bree was struggling a little bit, and her girl was real hot, hitting a lot of winners, and we're kind of looking forward to playing them today and hoping it's a little bit of a different story. And Malika will have some fresh legs under her, and hoping Bree's opponent's not playing quite as well.
Now, you're down 4-3, but you're going to pick up the match this afternoon here at the campus at ETBU against UT Tyler. That's kind of unusual, isn't it? Something to play out like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's real unusual to do that, especially with as much as that's on the line with the conference championship. Also, the winner of this hosts the conference tournament, so I'm getting all sorts of phone calls and text messages from coaches from all over the conference wanting to know, hey, what's going on? When are y'all playing? Because no one can make any arrangements. No one can make hotel reservations or anything until this match is played. And so, to come in with the match almost finished, those 2 matches 3/4 of the way finished, and having to resume from the same score. I mean, there's a lot of pressure, starting that far along in the matches. So that is a little bit unusual, but it makes it that much more exciting, though, at the same time. It'll certainly be one for the ages, one we'll never forget.
So what 2 matches are left to play this afternoon?
Number 5 and 6 girls singles, Malika Seiko and Jabri McLean.
All right. Also coming up this weekend, it'll be a chance for you to honor your seniors. Let's talk about your seniors in your squad that'll be honored.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a big deal, getting to honor our seniors. I mean, we got 3 great seniors. We've got Tyler Talapka on the men's side. He actually came in when we didn't have tennis courts in the program, when we didn't have any other qualified tennis players in the program, really had a vision. Saw the future of this program and came in here and has stuck with us all 4 years, and would probably be our second person to be a 4-year letterman in the tennis program. He and Nick Larzabal. And then we've also got Sierra Pizarro, who came in from Temple Junior College, who's from San Benito, Texas. Was the newcomer of the year last year. Has just done a tremendous job. Is a real quiet leader for us. And then, of course, I think everybody knows Kayla Casey. I can't say enough great things about her. Matter of fact, one of my players just told me that she got yet another ASC Player of the Week award. Being another nationally ranked tennis player yesterday, and Mary Alice Blacketer on Saturday, that is, and has just been one of the real leaders of the team, and we've just seen a big jump in the tennis team this year since she's been on the team. We were already good, but with her on the team, all of a sudden our team jumps up to a national ranking, and only have 3 losses.
And
on
I see the
season.
smile on your face about that as well.
Yeah, that brings joy to my heart, certainly.
Well, Coach Bramlett, any final words before we let you go grab a little bit of lunch here on this Wednesday afternoon?
Oh, no, just hope everybody can make it out this afternoon for those 2 final matches. We can use all the support that we can get at 4:30 this afternoon for us to play UT Tyler.
4:30, as Coach said, to continue a suspended match against UT Tyler at stake, who hosts the American Southwest Conference Tennis Championship. So 4:30 today. Keep abreast of GoETBTigers.com and social media to see how that match plays out this afternoon. Don't go away. We still have more to come on ETBU Extra.